Hi everyone and welcome to Tuesday's Tips with Laurie. Today I'm so excited to share with you some fun new things, but to start with we're going to talk pinwheels. Pinwheels. So down here I've got 3 different pinwheels and they come in 3 different sizes. So those of you who are familiar with the Hello Sunshine, this is our Hello Sunshine book, and it comes with a featured quilt and some other side fun projects. So in the projects we're going to use the 3 different sizes of pinwheels. Now just a little bit of confusion that I wanted to clear up, and that is that there are 3 sizes of pinwheels, but they're made in 2 different size hoops is all. So if it calls for the large pinwheel, it's made in the 5x7 hoop, and the medium and the small pinwheel are both made in the 4x4 hoop. So that might be where some of the confusion was coming in, because we said a medium and a small, but they are both made in that 4x4 size hoop. And I'll show you, this is a small right here, and then this is the medium. You can see there's just about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch difference in the size of them. They're just slightly different in size, but when you fold it over, it makes it even a little bit smaller. You can see that there's a lot bigger size difference once you've folded those corners over. So the reason we have 3 is the quilt calls out for the medium and the small, but you can certainly by all means use the large and interchange them. It's fun to have 3 different sizes, and I can show you right here on the wall hanging, if you were to place one large one there and maybe the small one here, and then up here a medium, you can see how it really gives it some fun differences, and so everything's not
so
the same.
Cute. I love it, Laurie.
Or same size pinwheels. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing is, what are these pinwheels made from? Well, on the pinwheel, before you place your fabric, you actually have this foam. It's called foam interfacing. It's a flexible foam. So we call it flexible foam interfacing, and can you see there's some loft to it? But it's nice and fun because you can make projects that you want some stability to or some stiffness with, but yet still have that give to it so that you can bend these around. The other project that we already have out is our quilted baskets, and it also uses this flexible foam interfacing. And I'll show you, here's a couple of our baskets. Aren't these so cute? I love, but you can see how they hold their form nice and well because of this flexible foam. So that's a fun project in and of itself right there. So there's many names that this foam can go by. There's, I believe, flexi foam, flexible foam, soft and stable. There's all kinds of different products out there that are all that same flexible foam interfacing. And I've got something fun to show you right now. The flexible foam interfacing we are putting in a new project that's coming out, and look how cute these are. And it gives what fun. It gives such 3D look to these couches. Aren't those so cute?
Some cute little love seats.
Love those? Those are so fun. My grandmother used to call them Davenports. I don't know, that's an older term, but yeah. So fun. I don't know if you can see some of the detail in the stitching and see how it's puffy. You can see that foam really gives it some added dimension right there. And that is actually coming out in our new Make Yourself at Home. So get ready. This is going to be so much fun. You guys are going to love this. But we definitely have lots of fun using this flexible foam interfacing in our new projects. So that will be coming out shortly.
Should we get a close-up of all of them one more time?
Yes, let's do that.
Here we go.
You can see all 3 of them.
Very cute.
So much fun.
Excited for everyone to make it.
Yes, you're gonna love it. Lots of fun. All right, so today for the tip, I'd like to show what it is to float stabilizer. So when you're making, and I just chose the pinwheels because the pinwheels, there's this little thin area where you have to cut the fabric and the foam out on different steps, and once in a while you might nick your stabilizer, and if you do, and it's starting, I stopped where it was getting to that part where it was sliced through. Can you see the hole?
Mm-hmm.
So where that hole is, if you keep stitching, it's going to pull, and it's going to pull so much that it's going to make it kind of look funny right there. So what you do, and I have doubled my stabilizer right here. I always double my wash away stabilizer when I'm making something like this. You take another piece of the same stabilizer, the wash away stabilizer, and you float it. So you just lay it on the top, and then all I do is I tape it down, and I tape it so it's out of the way. I don't want the tape getting in the stitches where it still needs to finish stitching. And then I would slide it right back in the machine, and you just continue stitching, and you just continue stitching right on top of this. That's okay, that's why it's called floating. And then when you're done, this will wash away. You can trim it down to where the stitches are and then wash it out, just like you would wash away the stabilizer from outside around the outside edge. You can either float it on the top or you can float it on the back. It doesn't matter. There's not a right or a wrong to floating. I like floating it from the top so I can keep track of it and making sure that it's not getting bent over and everything looks nice. So that is what floating stabilizer means, and that's what I would do anytime you have a little tiny nick or something in your stabilizer, or if you've got tearaway and it's starting to pull, you can do that again. You can add your tearaway, tape it either to the back or the front, and float that as well. And that is the fun tip that I have for you today. I hope that you enjoy making the pinwheels and possibly the quilted baskets, and hopefully the new fun projects that are coming your way. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.